I mentioned at the top of the bulletin that SAA's business rescue practitioners have been granted yet another extension. I'm joined now by Heidi Jokos, our reporter who's been covering this issue extensively. Good evening once again. Heidi, is this extension 4 or 5?
It's actually number 5, Sally, and from my understanding from the business rescue practitioners, it seems as though the majority of the unions, which is the South African Airways Pilots Association, NUMSA and SAA, requested for this extension. I'm actually going to read from the statement. The unions representing a majority of the employees of SAA requested that the publication date of 8 June, which is today, be extended to the 15th of June. And the reason why they've asked for this extension is because they want to further engage with the Leadership Compact Forum. And this was the Leadership Compact Forum that was set up by the Department of Public Enterprises. It was a couple of weeks ago where the unions, together with the department, met and decided that they are going to work together and find a way to try and save the airline or try and save as many jobs as possible. So it seems as though the business rescue practitioners were ready to forge forward with their draft plan. They engaged with the creditors, with the DPE, and it seems as though the unions have come back to say we actually want to engage further with the Leadership Compact on our plan before we agree on this draft plan that's been presented by the business rescue practitioners. It's still worrying, though. It's the 5th extension. The business rescue practitioners have been in office, if I can call it that, for 5 months, and we have seen no proper final plan from them. So it's quite worrying given the fact that this airline is still in business rescue.
Heidi, is it unusual for a union to do this? We know that with business rescue plans, one of the reasons they try and wrap it up quickly is because there's such enormous uncertainty and anxiety for staff. It seems almost counterintuitive for a union to be doing something they know is going to cause anxiety. Do you think that's because they have a very specific plan they're trying to push and have hit a brick wall? What do you suspect is going on here?
They are trying to save as many jobs as possible, Sally, and this has been their clear mandate from day one. When that strike took place in December, they were trying to save jobs. They were trying to highlight the corruption and certain deals that SAA was involved in, and they are sticking to their story. They want to save jobs. They believe that the airline can be saved. They believe if certain options are taken in the airline, they can save jobs. They can save the airline in some way or another. And when they signed that leadership compact with the departments, they made sure that they told the department, we want to engage, so you need to listen to what we have put on the table. So their story is clear from day one. They are sticking to making sure that they protect workers. If you see what's happening with SA Express, tomorrow is a big day for that airline, whether or not they're going to go into final liquidation or not. So the unions are just trying to protect workers and trying to say it's not necessarily the workers' fault that the airline is in this situation. Let's try and see how we can fix this.
And it's been an interesting day for our airlines here in South Africa. We've seen 2 airlines, I think it's SAA and Airlink, who took to the skies again today for the first time for business flights only for people on business. Is there any chance that SAA is going to be taking to the skies anytime soon, or will they remain grounded until this entire process is dealt with?
It's a key question, and SAA released a statement about a week and a half ago to say that they will be resuming flights when domestic travel is allowed, and the business rescue practitioners came back and said no, that is not correct. You will not be resuming flights to Cape Town. It's only one domestic flight that SAA is still operating, and they are saying that nobody knows how domestic travel will look like, what the load passenger capacity will look like. And also, there is no money. SAA is in a very difficult position, and they've indicated this time and time again that they don't have money. So whether or not they are going to fly, the business rescue practitioners are still looking at that. They're only going to operate on routes that are profitable. And in that draft plan, they do speak about whether or not they will resume certain flights, and it's only going to be whether or not it's profitable and if it makes financial sense for the airline to do so.
Thank you very much for your insights this evening. That's Heidi Jokos, our reporter who covers the problems affecting SAA, and the latest news is that the business rescue practitioners have been granted their 5th extension until the 15th of June at the request, interestingly, of the unions.